Welcome to Centinela de Cristo.
Blessings. This is Pastor Luis Luciano from Oklahoma. Sunday, June 29th. God's people in Egypt. The book of Exodus is called in Hebrew Shemot, literally names in English, according to the opening words of that ancient document. And these are the names, is how it begins. The names of the patriarch Jacob's family are enumerated right at the start. Read Exodus chapter 1, verses 1 through 7. What crucial truth is found here? The book of Exodus begins with a reminder of God's blessing. When the patriarch Jacob and his family settled in Egypt, there were only 70 people. Genesis chapter 46, verse 27, and Exodus chapter 1, verse 5. But the Israelites were fruitful and increased abundantly, multiplied and grew exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. Exodus chapter 1, verse 7. By the time of the Exodus, however, they counted about 600,000 men on foot, besides children. Exodus chapter 12, verse 37. Read Exodus chapter 1, verse 8 to 11. What was the situation here of the Israelites at the time of the Exodus? The biblical text paints the story of the children of Israel in Egypt in dark colors. The book of Exodus begins with their enslavement by Egyptian taskmasters and the oppressive labor that they imposed upon the Hebrews. The book of Exodus ends, however, with God's peaceful and comforting presence in the tabernacle, at the center of the Israelite camp. See Exodus chapter 40. In between these two opposite poles, God's triumph is described. By the Lord's liberating his people from slavery, by his opening the Red Sea, and by his defeating the strongest army at that time, God's spectacular victory over the forces of evil is revealed. The story, paradoxically, stresses that the more the oppressors afflicted them, in other words, the Israelites, the more they multiplied and grew. Exodus chapter 1, verse 12. That is, no matter the human machinations, God is still sovereign and will save his people, even if circumstances appear hopeless, at least from a human perspective. A new king arose who knew not Joseph. What does this account tell us about how we should never take circumstances, especially good ones, for granted?